Proverbs chapter 7, Guard your heart from temptation. Proverbs 7 is a deeply instructive passage that serves as both a warning and a plea for moral integrity, particularly in the face of sexual temptation. The chapter unfolds as a father speaking to his son, urging him to embrace wisdom and keep God's commandments close to his heart. This appeal to personal discipline and spiritual attentiveness is not abstract, it is anchored in the reality of human weakness and the cunning nature of temptation. The father begins by urging his son to treasure his teachings and treat them as invaluable. He uses vivid metaphors, writing them on the tablet of the heart, binding them on the fingers, to stress how internalized and ever-present these commands must be. Wisdom is to be as close and trusted as a family member. This deep internalization is meant to serve one purpose: protection. Specifically, protection from the immoral woman, a figure who represents more than just a literal person. She embodies the allure of sin, especially sexual immorality, which flatters, entices, and ultimately destroys. The father then recounts a scene he observes from his window. He sees a young man, described as simple and devoid of understanding, wandering into danger. The narrative unfolds slowly, showing the man walking near the woman's corner, at night, in secrecy. This is a picture of vulnerability and ignorance. The time of day, twilight, evening, and then full darkness, mirrors his descent from innocence to sin. There is no accident here. The path he takes and the choices he makes are intentional, if naive. He is on the road to destruction without realizing it. What follows is a detailed and unsettling depiction of the seductress. She is dressed provocatively, speaks boldly, and is described as restless and rebellious. She uses charm and manipulation, even cloaking her seduction in religious pretense by referencing peace offerings and vows. Her bed is perfumed and adorned, her words are flattering and convincing. She assures the young man that they will not be caught. Her husband is away, she says, and will not return soon. The seduction is total. She appeals to his senses, promises pleasure, and removes any fear of consequence. This woman's approach is not merely about desire, it is about control and deception. Her methods are deliberate, and her speech is calculated to lower his defenses. The young man yields quickly. The father uses disturbing imagery to describe what follows. The man is like an ox being led to the slaughter, a fool being disciplined, a bird flying into a trap. These are not the images of a romantic or harmless encounter, they are the pictures of someone walking straight into death. The line "he did not know it would cost his life" delivers the punch of the entire chapter. What seems like a fleeting pleasure is, in fact, a fatal mistake. In the closing verses, the father turns from storytelling to direct admonition. He warns all his children not to let their hearts be drawn to her ways, not to even step onto her path. The tone is urgent and universal. Many strong men, he says, have been brought down by her. Her house does not lead to love or joy, it leads to hell, to death, to spiritual ruin. The implication is clear: sexual immorality is not merely a personal failing, it is a destructive force that ensnares and kills. Proverbs 7 is more than an ancient warning about adultery. It is a timeless teaching about the nature of temptation and the critical importance of wisdom. The passage confronts readers with the sobering truth that sin often disguises itself as pleasure, that folly often wears the mask of freedom, and that even the strong can fall if they neglect the counsel of God. The message is urgent: guard your heart, cherish wisdom, and do not be deceived. What may seem desirable in the moment can cost far more than one ever intended to pay.
Chapter 7. My son, keep my words, and treasure my commands within you. Keep my commands and live, and my law as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, You are my sister, and call understanding your nearest kin, that they may keep you from the immoral woman, from the seductress who flatters with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my lattice, and saw among the simple, I perceived among the youths, a young man devoid of understanding, passing along the street near her corner, and he took the path to her house, in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. and there a woman met him, with the attire of a harlot and a crafty heart. She was loud and rebellious. Her feet would not stay at home. At times she was outside, at times in the open square, lurking at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him. With an impudent face she said to him, I have peace offerings with me. Today I have paid my vows. So I came out to meet you, diligently to seek your face, and I have found you. I have spread my bed with tapestry, colored coverings of Egyptian linen. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. For my husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He has taken a bag of money with him, and will come home on the appointed day. With her enticing speech she caused him to yield. With her flattering lips she seduced him. Immediately he went after her, as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till an arrow struck his liver. As a bird hastens to the snare, he did not know it would cost his life. Now therefore listen to me, my children. Pay attention to the words of my mouth. Do not let your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths. For she has cast down many wounded, and all who were slain by her were strong men. Her house is the way to hell, descending to the chambers of death.